Beerus starts to get pushed back, with Goku and Vegeta doing a combo in order to beat him. Beerus commends the pair at their absurd strength, but he refuses to give up here. Whis appears in front of Beerus, saying that it's about time he steps in. He won't stop their fight. He's in fact curious to gauge their strength as well. Beerus tells him to stay out of this. It's now a 2v2, an angel and his destroyer versus an angelic being and his destroyer. During the battle, Whis says that he's very impressed. Through trusting each other, they compensate for each other's weaknesses. Whis stops the fight in order to reinforce the barriers in his staff. Goku and Vegeta are panting, and so is Beerus. Whis is faring better, but he's taking a few rough hits himself. Goku in particular hits like a truck, and Vegeta is hard to hit. Beerus wiped some blood off his lip, and Vegeta pulled back his arm. The two punches clashed, as Whis continued to block Goku's attacks with one finger. Though Goku knew he was simply mocking him, the Saiyan wasn't showing his full strength. In fact, he never had. So it caught Whis by surprise when he suddenly powered up and punched him square in the face. Goku and Vegeta opened their auras, pushing Whis and Beerus back. The Angel and the God of Destruction began to power up their ki, ready to fire an attack. Vegeta did the same, but Goku stepped in the way, saying, Wait, I have something. It's clear that this battle has reached its apex. I think it's time to step it up a notch. From his pocket, Goku takes out 2 sets of Potara earrings. What the hell is that, Kakarot? You said it yourself, Vegeta. Now that I have regained everyone's trust, I need to show that trust back. These earrings are used to fuse 2 warriors together. Are you crazy? Where the hell did you even get those from? Goku begins to explain as we flash back. The day before battling, Goku had approached 2 other allies, the most important ones he's had. First, Majin Buu. The pink monster had become a great friend to Goku, and he wouldn't have gotten nearly as far as he did without him. Goku and Buu reminisce on the past, and Buu told Goku that there was one more person that wanted to meet him as well. Buu switched places with the Grand Kai. The Grand Kai told Goku that he felt as if he was also his student as well. After all, they spent a lot of time together within the time chamber before Goku discovered Super Saiyan 4. The Grand Kai explained that he had one more test for Goku. He knows he's going to face Beerus and Whis, but that there was one more ally that he was going to be fighting with or against. That man was Vegeta. Depending on how the battle went, they could be each other's greatest allies or their worst enemies. So, he took off his Potara earrings and handing them to Goku, telling him that his last lesson to him is trusting Vegeta to the point where they're fighting as one. Goku was confused on what that meant, but he knew it had something to do with the Potara. The Grand Kai acknowledged this, and said that these 2 earrings will make their rivalry the strongest being in the entire universe. But that, if he wants it to be a fair fight, maybe he should find another pair for Whis and Beerus. Goku thanked the Grand Kai, and went on his way home. There, he had one training session with Zamasu. Zamasu slowly approached the Saiyan. After a long sparring session, Zamasu said that he was very thankful to Goku. It was thanks to him that he was reappointed as a Kaioshin in training. He had changed, and he now realized that mortals were not his enemy, but in fact, people he needed to protect and work alongside of. Goku said that he didn't need a thank you. He was just happy that Zamasu had finally seen the light. It took Goku himself a long time to realize this, that other people were not his enemies nor things that got in the way, but rather people to protect and work together with. For a brighter future, Zamasu smiled. And that's when Goku snapped his fingers, realizing that he did have something that he needed from him. Goku asked for his Potara. Zamasu asked why, and Goku explained everything. Zamasu was in disbelief that Goku was stupid enough to challenge the God of Destruction, and especially his angel. But then again, Goku was full of surprises. That damn mortal couldn't help but reach the realm of the gods, could he? It was Zamasu's honor to help him reach that. Zamasu handed him his Potara, a sign that a god and a mortal could become the best of friends, a sign that the 2 beings were not that different after all. The Saiyans look at the earrings in the present. These were the same things those Universe 6 Saiyans wore to fuse into Kefla. Goku looks at Vegeta and he smiles. He couldn't imagine a better partner to fuse with. At the same time, Whis asks Whirus if he trusts him. Beerus pauses and nods. Of course. As Goku and Vegeta put on their earrings, Goku throws the other pair to Whis. Whis catches them, and without saying anything to Beerus, places the Potara on his ear. Beerus tries to complain, but it's too late. Two blinding lights engulf the entire dimension within the staff. The staff itself begins to shine so brightly that it shoots out of Beerus' planet, startling the Oracle Fish. The fish smiles. The real battle was about to begin, the one he had seen long ago.
Hey kids, don't go away. We'll be right back.
Hey everyone, I hope you're enjoying the video thus far. If you like this sort of content, want to see more, and support the channel, then consider becoming a Patreon. There, you can help support the channel through various tiers while getting some perks of your own. As a Patreon, you will be helping improve the videos, get them out faster, fund the awesome thumbnails, editing, and much more. Overall, this is the best way to ensure that I can keep providing you guys with awesome Dragon Ball content. Plus, you get some neat perks, like an extra discussion video every other week, early access to videos such as this one, and behind-the-scenes content. So be sure to go to patreon.com/SmugStick and consider supporting the channel. Thank you to all the current patrons for your support, and let's get back into the story.
And now back to our show.
Vegito and Whirus are born. The pair fight. Vegito switches between Ultra Instinct and Ultra Ego during the battle. To Vegito, it is almost like taking a trip down memory lane. Goku was so distrustful. Of course, their most important battle would be one where he becomes one with his most fearsome rival, a man who eventually became his greatest friend. Their battle caused Whis' staff to crack. Reality starts to shift and shatter through the universe. Space and time distorts. The effects are even felt in neighboring universes. Vegito moves out of the way of Whirus' tail, but Whirus is far too fast. Vegito bites down as the tail is about to strike him. Whirus screams as Vegito jumps back, charging up his ki. It was time to try what Goku was trying to do, a perfect fusion between Ultra Ego and Ultra Instinct. Goku may have failed at this, but with Vegeta's support, there is no way it won't work. Check this out, Ultra Ego and Instinct. Call this Super Saiyan 5. Vegito's eyes sparkled as his aura erupted into starlight. His hair turned silver and purple, his fur glimmering in an aura. To the normal eye, it was impossible to tell if it was purple or silver. You really don't know how screwed you are you? You'll have a hard time trying to hit me, and even if you manage to do so, it'll only make things worse for you, as my battle instincts kick in. Whirus smiled, acknowledging Vegito's ability to reach further beyond. Perhaps he had finally caught up to him. Vegito and Whirus get into their battle stances, taking a deep breath before rushing into each other, clashing fists. Suddenly, everything goes dark. Not long after Goku defeated King Piccolo, he found himself at Kami's lookout, being sent up there by Master Korin. There, he met Mr. Popo, who trained him and got attached to him in preparation to Kami's own training. However, unlike the original story, this Kami is more paranoid. As he sees Goku's immense power, and he continues to get stronger and stronger, he sees that there's some darkness within Goku. We zoom out of Kami's mind. He just had a vision. The boy he had been training for the past few years, he just saw him destroy an entire reality with one punch. Yes, he must be trapped. He can't allow that to happen. Crack! Glass breaks over Kami's face as Vegito screams and shatters it even further. The battle continues. Punch after punch, there is breaking down of dimensions. Strange creatures, different realities, all fly past Vegito and Whirus. Two beings stronger than anything else out there. Vegito cups his hands together while Whirus points his fingers out. The two beams clash into a galaxy-like shape, which is in actuality their power creating another dimension. The flash of light dissipates only to reveal emptiness. Nothing. Vegito and Whirus were floating, surrounded by a black void. Where were they? When were they? It didn't matter. Outside of time and space, in an empty reality of nothingness, the two beings only cared about their fight. If anything, this place was the perfect opportunity to stop holding back, to stop worrying about Earth, the galaxy, the universe, to stop worrying about everything, just to focus on the battle. both warriors began to power up, with their auras emerging into a monstrous size, slowly creating an entirely new dimension just with their power alone. Unknowingly, warriors across time and space were fighting in this void of existence, unaware that their fighting grounds was the combined aura Vegito and Whirus. These last two began to fight again, flying off millions of kilometers away in mere seconds in their clash. Vegito rushed at Whirus instantly, but the angel saw it coming and dodged the attack. Vegito teleported above Whirus, but once again, Whirus blocked it. What he didn't expect was Vegito using Ultra Instinct to move his fist around the block to punch the god straight in the face. Now that was an impressive way to use that technique. The battle went on for a while, even breaking into our own reality, as Vegito looked directly at the screen and said, "Wait, what?"
So this is where I'm at, huh? All my adventures and many others? You've been watching me for a long time, so how about you help out? That's right, viewer. This multi-dimensional battle involves you too. Come on then, share your energy with me. Type it in the comments below. Raise your hands up to the sky. It's time for my ultimate technique. Great! I can feel the energy pouring in. Thank you, everyone! That's impossible. How can you get so much energy from the space between realities? What I've learned from so many years of trying to push others away is that I'm never alone. Even when there seems to be nothing around, I have people supporting me. Beings out there with their own potential that want to see the likes of Goku, Vegeta, and the others succeed in hundreds of adventures. There's always someone to share their energy with me. This is the final spirit. Kamehameha!
Vegito fired the ginormous blast, which sparkled in colors we can't even see, creating multiple realities along the way. Whirus quickly rose his hands up to the sky and fired back his own energy sphere. The two attacks clashed, with neither giving up too much ground, but both sides began to take steps forward as the two blasts began to crush against one another, until finally exploding into a true Big Bang, giving new life all around, and leaving behind a giant spiral, a double helix between the fallen Whirus and Vegito, made up of pure Genki. Whoever stood up first and declared himself as the winner would be the champion. From within Vegito's memory, he could recall being in a similar situation as Goku long ago. He remembered the smile on the young boy's face, a smile which had only recently returned. Whirus began to stand first, then Vegito. They had barely any power left, but Vegito stumbled, taking a knee.
Don't you see? You can't reach me yet.
Whirus fell back down to the ground, hungry and tired. Vegito knew he had to do it. Just one more step, and he will prove himself that he was worthy. Vegito's eyes sparkled as he jumped up to the sky and screamed out,
"Alright! I'm the winner!"
His aura sparked up once more in a rainbow as Beerus' planet appeared around them once more, and the two fusions defused. Vegeta and Goku fist-bumped. It was finally over. Beerus on the ground turned his head to Whis, tears on his eyes.
"They've done it, huh?"
"It sure seems that way, Lord Beerus. But don't be sad. This is just the next step in your grand adventure."
"These aren't sad tears, Whis. I am proud."
Whis floats over to Goku and Vegeta, healing them along with Lord Beerus. He comments on how that was an awesome match, but that he was taking a huge gamble in fighting. See, angels aren't allowed to fight. They will literally disappear, but he just couldn't help himself. The excitement he saw in his students' eyes made him really want to battle them. It was worth it, even if he disappeared right now. But he hadn't. He wondered why exactly he was still around. That's when a bright light appeared behind them, as the king of the multiverse, Lord Zeno, appeared, along with his entourage and the Grand Priest, congratulating them on an amazing battle, though they disappeared there for a while. He wondered where they went. Zeno excitedly asked them to fight one more time, but Goku and Vegeta were beat. They said that maybe in a couple more years. Zeno was a little disappointed, but allowed it. He wondered if maybe someday he'd be able to fight against Goku and Vegeta himself. And so, A few years passed. 10 years later. We find ourselves on Earth, at Grandpa Gohan's house. A young Son Gohan sits there, meditating. He had been training all of his life under his father and mother's tutelage, but this was a test he couldn't exactly study for. From space, a twinkle rushed down and crashed in front of Gohan, who was unbothered. As he opened his eyes slowly, before him stood a giant bug-like creature.
I sense a powerful presence here, but you're not Son Goku. I am looking for him. Our final battle is at hand.
My dad's a little busy right now, but he sent me here to stop you, Cell.
Huh, I doubt you could take me on, brat. I've been training for many years to take him and this planet down.
I know. That's why I'm here. Gohan's aura sparked up in a silver flare, his hair spiking up in a similar color, and his eyes reddened. Gohan knew this would be over in a flash. We then cut away to Kami's lookout. Goku, just like his son, meditates quietly, but there is something calling him down. He can hear the years of battle as he stands up and turns his head. There, he can see it. He can see the door. Goku begins to take steps towards it, his hand inching towards the handle. He can enter the time chamber one last time.
Dad, come on! Whis is here, we gotta go! Vegeta is waiting for us!
Goku clenches his fist. His hand never reaches the handle. He didn't need the time chamber anymore. Son Goku was at peace. He smiled and turned back as we finally see him in full. Alright, I'm coming, Goten. Tell Chi-Chi to wait. As he runs to his family, we appreciate the full God of Destruction regalia. Goku finally reached Whis, and the two smiled at each other and teleported to Son Goku's planet. Goku and his friends have had glorious adventures, but I'm afraid this is all we can show you. There'll surely be more trouble along the way, but somehow they'll always get through, and the Dragon Balls will be there for them. The end. Thank you for watching, everyone. The ending of this series is extremely bittersweet, but I really hope you enjoyed it through our journey here. But the story of betrayed Goku is not over quite yet. I'm thinking about doing another mini-series covering how the Dragon Ball Z movies would have played out in this universe, and then perhaps lead into Dragon Ball G. If you haven't checked out the sister series, What If Vegeta Was Betrayed by Bulma, then be sure to check it out by clicking the iCard in the corner. I also have some other stuff that has to do with the time chamber in mind, so look forward to it in the future. Be sure to join my Discord server. The link is in the description. It's full of awesome people, a great community, and lots of fun to be had. I have to give a thank you to my Patreons, and remember, I'm focusing more on Patreon than on channel members, so if you want to get more goodies, be sure to head over to Patreon. With that out of the way, thank you to Sonic is the Best, Heno Rowan, Nuka Draco, The Baked Potato, All Might, Midnight Combatant, The Secret Saiyan, Phil J. Akir, Pizza Hut Kitman, Orlando Castellano, Sir Justice, The Real Samuel Randall, Bartek, Dreadpool, and Ethan Lejeune. Thank you guys for your constant support. Once again, let me know in the comments what you thought of the video, and until we meet again, see ya!